Space, the final frontier. My name is Captain Foley, and these are my adventures. Captain's Log, Stardate 6989.68, or 201511.13. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Captain Foley here once again with another Captain's Log. Thank you for tuning in. I gotta say, the response to my last Captain's Log was phenomenal. I got about 65 messages, most of which focused on the new Star Trek series and what you guys would like to see, and then comments and suggestions on each other's comments, and a lot of back and forth. So if you guys want to see what you guys said about the Star Trek series, please visit my last Captain's Log and check out the comments. I'm not going to be reading them all today because 65 is going to take up way too much time. And I know a lot of you out there probably don't want to sit through that. So check out my other Captain's Log. I do have a few things to talk about today. I do want to get to a few of the comments that were made. But as you can tell by the thumbnail for this video, I do want to talk about a little bit about Star Wars as well. So anyways, let's get right straight into it. Like I said, there are a few comments and things that I would like to address. So I'm going to do that right now. And yeah. So the first one I'd like to address is from Brian Lindy. He says, Captain Foley mentioned Axanar. Are they finishing it kind of a second part and ending? Well, Prelude to Axanar was just that. It was just a prelude to Axanar. It was a teaser clip of what the show could be. They are doing a full Axanar movie about the 4-Year War, so don't worry. That'll be done sometime next year. We have the great luck and privilege to be able to speak to Alec Peters and Rob Burnett on a regular basis here at Trekyards. So Alec Peters, as you all know, is the producer, co-writer, and star playing Garth in Axanar, and Rob Burnett is the director. Rob Burnett, you might know from his Free Enterprise fame. He did a movie called Free Enterprise with William Shatner a few years ago. One of my all-time favorite movies. So if you haven't checked it out, check out Free Enterprise. Rob Burnett, good guy. And it's basically a story about his life and his friends and stuff. And I can totally relate to it. If you're a Trekkie, you're going to absolutely love Free Enterprise. Check it out. You won't be disappointed, I promise you. All right? So yeah, they've already got the script locked down. They know what they're doing, and it's going to be pretty phenomenal. We don't know all the inside secrets, of course, but we are going to be filming a few specials with them before Axanar comes out again, talking to both Rob Burnett and Alec Peters about different aspects of the Axanar era, franchise, whatever. So yes, that is definitely going to be a thing. I don't know if they'll do another one after. I'm guessing they probably will because it's going to be pretty popular. And I don't know if CBS is going to kind of draw on that popularity to enhance their show. I kind of doubt it, to be perfectly honest with you. But it would be smart of them in a way to maybe go that same era, maybe. Or at least do something with the Klingons as a major part, because the Klingons are a major part of the 4-Year War, obviously. So, you know, I'm just saying, CBS, put your ears on, listen to what the fans want, and pay attention, is what I'm saying. So the next comment is from Dontles1992. Do you guys play Star Trek Online game, and what is your opinion on Star Trek Axanar? And Shermanator 1989 jumped on to comment on that and said, Stuart's on the Axanar Facebook group, and he's had Alex on his channel at least once. I think he likes it. Ha ha ha. We've had Alex on at least 3 times, and we have a few more filmed with him, and there's more coming up. So yes, I'm a huge Axanar fan, and definitely into that. As for Star Trek Online, we just created the Trekyards fleet. It's called Team Trekyards. If you want to join, please message a gentleman by the name of Timothy Champion on Facebook. He's in charge of the fleet right now. He's the Commodore. He knows more about Star Trek Online than I do, and we want to get this fleet up and running. I've had requests for a Star Trek Trekyards fleet for Star Trek Online for quite a while now, and I finally caved in and decided to do it. But our starbase is looking very bare because it's a brand new fleet. So I need you guys to join up and do missions, get us to tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 as far as starbase goes. Get all the little goodies that we need, because I want Team Trekyards to be a prominent Star Trek Online force. When you're flying around, I want to see ships that say Team Trekyards above the name. I just want the Trekyards fleet to be something phenomenal, so I want you guys to help me out with that. So check it out. You can message me, and I'll kind of point you in Timothy's direction, but Timothy Champion, he's the one you're going to want to look up on Facebook. Just message him saying you want to be a part of Team Trekyards and send him your in-game handle, and he will send you an invitation to the fleet. So I was messing around with that last night, creating the emblem for the fleet, but now that I've created it, I don't know if I want to keep it because I want to change it because there's so many options. I don't know. I'm probably going to mess with it later today, to be honest with you. So, yes, the short answer is we do play Star Trek Online, both me and Samuel. We are members of the fleet as well, obviously. My brother, Steve, he's a member of the fleet as well. So, if you see Steve Foley running around, that's my brother. Say hi to him for me. We talk all the time, but yeah, just say, hey, Captain Foley's brother. He's going to hate that because he's been a Star Trek fan a lot longer than I have. And I think I'm probably into Star Trek because of him. So he's probably like, right now, watching this video. Sorry, Steve. But yeah, definitely check it out. Star Trek Online is a lot of fun. So, Ebenezer 1690, I'm sorry, but your comment meant the fate of being attacked by the autocorrect. Because it says, Captain, I'd like you to, when you get a chance, to do a Trekyards. Like you mean Trekyards. Usually when I say Trekyards on my, if I'm doing voice to text, it says Trekyards and makes it 2 words, which really irritates the shit out of me. I wish the voice thing would pick it up as Trekyards. But anyway, so can you do a Trekyards on all the different manuals that have been put out throughout the years for the Enterprise? Thank you. So the technical manual, Mr. Scott's Guide to the Enterprise, things like that. That would be an awesome episode. We might just do that. We might even do a podcast on them, talking about them. We don't know yet. I mean, that's something that's definitely a possibility. We do have a few Treknology episodes in the works, which should be interesting. We haven't really done a Treknology in a while. They tend to be less popular than Trekyards episodes on ships, which bums me out because Treknology was basically my idea. I really wanted to emphasize the tech of Trek. We've done transporters. We've done... what else have we done? We've done a few other ones. Check them out. So, but the transporter one was very interesting. You learn a lot. It's a 2-parter, and I think it's interesting, but it gets lower views than the ships, which really irritates me. So we haven't really focused too much on those, but we do have a few ideas lined up for a few other ones, so definitely check those out. So there you have it. Yeah, we would love to do something like that on the different manuals and whatnot. Speaking of which, there's a new technical manual coming out. Well, I don't know if it's coming out soon, but one of the Trekyards members, Calvin Schnatz Jr.? I don't know. I keep wanting to say Shantz, but it's not spelt that way. So Calvin, I apologize. I call him Cal, by the way. But he is a very talented gentleman. He's been doing a technical manual and an Enterprise orientation manual, basically based on his Navy experience. And it's done in the Franz Joseph design, and it's full color. It's beautiful. I've got the draft version, going through it with him, looking for any mistakes or suggestions that I might have, because he's sending me copies and pictures as he goes along, which is greatly appreciated. So that's another thing that could be mentioned in there as well, because it is basically a new version of the technical manual by Franz Joseph. So definitely something cool that you guys should look forward to. Hopefully he'll be putting that out. But stay tuned here. You'll be able to find out all about that should anything new happen with that. So Cal, there's a shout out for you. Hopefully, trust me, the book is phenomenal. I've got it on my iPad, the PDF, and I can't get enough of it. It's just right up my alley as far as Star Trek Tech Commandos go. And Trekyards is mentioned. And there might be a mention for Captain Foley in there somewhere too. Who knows? And Captain Lokiowa. Ha! You made a comment, and you've made a comment on quite a few of my captain's lives. I always say your name wrong, so you you put it here in phonetics so that I know what to say. So it's Lo Ki Awa. I'm not going to read the comment because it's basically about the series, but there you go. I got it right this time. Next one is from Hafod Beeblebrox. I've just discovered your channel. Really great videos. Keep up the good work, and thanks. No problem. Thank you for finding the channel. I mean, we always welcome new viewers, and we are glad that we're making people happy with what we do. So from both Commander Calkins and myself, thank you very much for tuning in, and continue to tune in, please. Lots more to come. Next message is from Flame4564. Greetings, Stuart, from Flame4564. My question is not only on 2017 Trek, but all other hardcore Enterprise lovers. In the new Trek, which Enterprise design would you be hoping they seem to go with? Well, it's not going to go with any of these because I don't think it's going to focus on the Enterprise, and if it does, it's not going to be any of these. But his choices are: number 1, the J.J. Ryan Church Prize. No would be my answer to that one. 2, the Gabriel Cornair Enterprise. Yes, very much so, yes. I love Gabriel's Enterprise. Gabe, he's on my Facebook. I've talked to him a few times. We want him to be on the show. He's a very busy guy, and he gave me a shout out not too long ago saying he's not ignoring us. He's just been busy. So, but we would love him on the show to talk about his Enterprise redesign, which is being used in the new Captain Pike fan-made movie. So if you haven't checked out Captain Pike, do so. The trailer's pretty phenomenal. Walter Koenig's in it, and it's got Gabe's Enterprise, which looks fantastic on screen. They should have went with it for the JJ movies, but alas, they did not. Or number 3, a fan-made Enterprise, for example, Enterprise F, G, or H. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on that. Thanks. They're all right. Enterprise F is pretty cool. I mean, any Enterprise design is pretty neat, but ideally, I want to see Gabe's on screen. Gabe's is my favorite Enterprise for a redesign, retro kind of look, and it's retro redesign done right. So that would be my answer for that question. Okay, that's it for basically the non-series related comments. Like I said, there's a lot of them on here, so check it out. Check out my past Captain's Log and read them because there's some really good ideas. Sorry I didn't read them all. I usually read and acknowledge everybody that comments on these Captain's Logs, and I intend to do so in the future. But when there's so many talking about one particular thing and they're all being commented on by other fans, it's just kind of daunting, to say the least, to do that. So, yeah. So next Captain's Log, I should be answering all the questions or acknowledging all the comments. So if I didn't get to yours, I apologize. Definitely comment on this one with something maybe non-series related that I can mention in the next Captain's Logs. That'd be awesome. Now, Captain's Logs, I was going to do interesting facts for each one. The last couple I've kind of forgot about that, but I've got some interesting facts right here. First of all, if you notice the date today, it's Stardate 2015-11.13, which is, oh my god, it's 0.13 day. It's Friday 0.13. I'm not going to go into that. You should get it. Anyway, I jotted down a very interesting fact that I wanted to share with you guys as part of the Interesting Facts series here on Captain's Log. So here we go. The famous Star Trek line, "To boldly go where no man has gone before," is thought to have been inspired by a passage in a White House-issued pamphlet on space exploration. Specifically, it is thought to be from a passage in the pamphlet, Introduction to Outer Space. And here's the quote. "It is useful to distinguish among 4 factors which give importance, urgency, and inevitability to the advancement of space technologies. The first of these factors is the compelling need for man to explore and to discover, the thrust of curiosity that binds men to try to go where no one has gone before. Most of the surface of the Earth has now been explored, and men now turn to the exploration of outer space as their next objective." If only that were so true. It just seems like NASA's taking steps backwards. We were on the moon once, and now we don't even have a shuttle. We can't even service like the Hubble Space Telescope anymore. It's depressing. We need to get on that. We need to fix that. Let's focus on the space program and get off this piece of shit planet. We need to get out there and explore the solar system, explore the galaxy. Let's do this thing, because the planet is suffering from all those people that are overpopulating it. Let's get out there and do something about it. Anyway, it goes on to say, this pamphlet was published on March 26, 1958, by the Presidential Service Advisory Committee. It was originally made for the president's benefit, but was released publicly by President Eisenhower, who hoped it could be widely disseminated throughout the U.S. and the world. All right, well, now, a few other things I want to talk about. We have reached $400 on Patreon, which is amazing. We're not at our $500 mark, but as a thank you for you guys for getting to our $400 mark, we are going to continue to do Trekyards top 10s for you guys. It was kind of iffy whether we were going to do that, but considering how positive the influence has been from you guys and just the amazing feedback we've got on Patreon, we thought, why not continue top 10 as a thank you. So we got that going for you. We hit 500. We might do fact files. We might do animations. We might do a few other things on a more regular basis. Even the podcast. The podcast we can't keep doing on a regular basis. It takes up a lot of time. It is interesting, and it is something that's not scripted, so it is easier for us in a way. But at the same time, to put one out every week is it's a hassle. So for right now, the podcast is whenever we feel like doing a podcast. Our last podcast was on the Star Trek series and our thoughts and our feelings and our hopes on what it could be, which ties in again to all the comments that were on my Captain's Log. So check out either our last podcast or the Captain's Log comments to see what other people are saying about that and what our views are. We're also thinking of adding a new show, which I know we haven't reached our goals. We can't keep the other shows going that we do have up. But no, this one is going to be interesting. It's a fan design mission briefing show, which is going to be a shorter show than a regular mission briefing, I think. But we're going to take fan created designs and look at them, examine them, and just talk about them. Me and Samuel, and give the creator a shout out, kind of thing. I don't know how we're going to pick the fan designs because there's so many out there. The first couple are going to be from the model contest that we, Samuel, myself, Doug Drexler, Rick Sternbach, John Eves, Andrew Probert, and a few other gentlemen were lucky enough to be the judges for. So that was done in the summer. It was a Star Trek original ship model building contest. The winner has been announced. It's Bill Krause for his ship, the USS Shangri-La, which was seen at Wonderfest this year. It's an amazing ship, and the winner gets a Trekyards episode done on his ship. So we are in talks with Bill to get the Shangri-La done. If you haven't checked out the USS Shangri-La, look it up on Google. It's an amazing looking ship, and I'm excited to do the episode. I met Bill at Wonderfest, and he's an incredibly talented artist and creator, so nice guy too. So we're going to be doing that episode down the road, and we're also doing the first couple episodes of this show are going to be on the runners-up, the first 4 or 5 runners-up. So all those ships have been submitted. They have histories, they have backstories, they have specs, and we're going to be looking at those and pictures of them and doing a mission-style briefing on fan-created ships. So we just wanted to let you guys, fill you guys in on that. Another thing, I'm going to kind of bookend. I'm going to end this Captain's Log with the Star Wars thing, because not all you guys are Star Wars fans, and we got hell, me and Samuel, for doing a podcast on the Star Wars trailer. They're like, why is there Star Wars on here? Well, we like Star Wars. You can like both, you know. I have a video. Look it up on YouTube. It says Star Trek versus Star Wars. Why? Because really. Anyway, but the next thing I need to talk about is we just finished one of the best episodes I've ever. I enjoyed filming it. Put it that way. It's almost finished. It's like 97% finished. It was filmed months and months and months ago. We did a session of a few filmings that day. Most of them out, but this one had kind of audio problems, so it was kind of put on the back burner editing wise. We just did a mission briefing on this station. It's on the K7 station. So we did the mission briefing after we filmed the episode, but we released the mission briefing first. because that's just how it worked out. So the mission briefing for K7 is out there. We got a lot of comments and stuff on it, which, ironically enough, most of the information that is in the comments of the mission briefing were already in the episode. So stay tuned for that episode. It's hilarious. Me and Samuel are almost spot on in that one. It's funny. It's entertaining. It's going to be a nice treat for you guys to check out. So look forward to that. There is one thing we did get kind of, that didn't get mentioned in the episode, and that's the K7. The K stands for Klingon Border Station, number 7. But in the episode, we don't really mention that, and we didn't mention it in the mission briefing, and I got a lot of static for that. There's comments on the mission briefing saying the K stands for the Klingon Border Station number 7. So there you go. There's an amendment to the full episode, which will be coming out in probably a few weeks. Saturday's release is going to be a good one. Because it's another one of those really good episodes that was fun to film. It's kind of amusing. It has a guest star for part of it. I guess it's guest speaker, I guess. But it's on the Ferengi Marauder, the Decorah class. And you're like, ooh, what an ugly ship. But it's a good episode. And it's this Saturday, so stay tuned for that. Anyway, that's tomorrow. And I'm excited for you guys to see that one. That's another good one. But there you have it. And now it's that time of the show that you've all been dreading, when Captain Foley goes to the dark side and talks about Star Wars. I don't know if I like red better or if I like blue better. Probably blue. Anyway, guys, as we all know, there's this little thing called Star Wars The Force Awakens coming out on December 18th. Now, Captain Foley has been lucky enough. There's a theater nearby that plays movies. They have I think there's a certain number of theaters and certain theaters around the area that can play movies early. So Captain Foley has been lucky enough to acquire tickets for December 17th at 7 p.m. to see Star Wars The Force Awakens in theaters. So I'll be seeing it early, and I have been doing Star Wars movie reviews on my channel. As you guys know, I do movie reviews. There is a playlist for that. I've done all the Star Trek movies. I'm going to be doing all the Star Wars movies. I've done A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Those are all up. I'm going to be doing the prequels, unfortunately, and hopefully get those done before the 17th, as well as maybe a few extra things like the made-for-TV Ewoks movies, Caravan of Courage, and Ewok Adventures. So maybe a few other things too. I don't know, but I'm going to be doing some other movie reviews besides Star Trek and Star Wars as well. I want to do Free Enterprise, like I said earlier in the video. If you guys have not seen Free Enterprise and you're a Star Trek fan, which you definitely are if you're watching me, watch Free Enterprise. You will not be disappointed. I don't know how much I have to emphasize that fact. So check it out, Free Enterprise. But anyway, so yes, I'll be doing a review talking about The Force Awakens, maybe early. It'll probably be a spoiler-filled review. So if you guys are interested, be looking forward to that. And I guess I'll close off with not a Star Wars thing. How's that? The fact that when we did our Nebula class mission briefing, the Nebula class was a much requested ship. So when we did that mission briefing, I watched it back and I thought it was damn good. But one of the comments kind of bothered me. It says, "Oh, I was really looking forward to this episode. Great ship. One of my favorites, but I was kind of disappointed. Captain Foley, you're not feeling very well? You don't seem very into it." I thought I was very into it for the Nebula class. There was a lot of good comments, a lot of good back and forth between Samuel and myself. There was just so much to talk about and so many pictures that I think it might have been glossed over because we were just talking so much. There wasn't as much interplay between Samuel and myself as far as humor and stuff goes. So, no, I was feeling all right that day. Generally, I'm feeling all right lately. I mean, I had 3 days this week which were just brutally bad on me. I just could not find the strength to get out of bed. Today, I'm feeling really good. I got a good night's sleep last night, and yeah, it's only 9:15 in the morning. 9:15, and I've already got all this video recorded and planned out, and I think it's very cohesive. And I sound like I know what the fuck I'm talking about, which is interesting. Usually, I kind of sound like an idiot, but yeah. So having a good day today. Hopefully, it keeps up. I'll probably hit a brick wall probably around 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and just want to take a nap because I'm going to be so tired. But fingers crossed, I can get a lot done today. I got some scripts to write, and I'm going to be releasing this video. And tomorrow we have the Marauder class full Trekyards episode, which you guys are going to love. I think you're going to love it. It's a good episode. Also, after that's released, I'm going to be releasing some of my model build videos from the past that focus on the Ferengi Marauder that I got in my adversary set. So you can see how I painted it, how I approached the build. It's one of my favorite little models done by me, which I'm going to actually show you right now. So here it is, guys, a sneak peek at what I show off in the episode. Kind of go into some detail about, but there it is. I'll hold it up here, like so. Like I said, one of my favorite little models. I painted it rust color. I've got copper and gold highlights on it, which Andrew Probert doesn't really approve of, and you'll see why when you watch the episode. But that's my little Ferengi Marauder, which I absolutely love painting this thing. I had a fun time doing it. I think it's one of my favorite models built by me. So there you have it, guys. And as a bonus treat for you guys this weekend, like I said, releasing this Marauder class, or Marauder Decora class episode tomorrow. But on Sunday, we have a Trekyards Live, which was filmed by Samuel in London, where he talks to Andrew Probert about the Marauder as a bonus gift for you guys. So stay tuned for that as well on Sunday. So lots of cool stuff coming out, and thank you guys for tuning into Captain's Lodge. You get all the inside information here, and if you stay to the end of the video, you get some really good little tidbits. So there you have it, guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you all next time. Well, actually, you'll probably see me tomorrow on Trekyards. And I'll be filming another Captain's Log when I have enough comments, which will probably be next week sometime. So see you guys very soon. This is Captain Foley signing off. Bye.